There are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing.
They're not boys. Listen to what I'm saying.
So let's just reset for
I'm not going to sit there and listen to that.
Let's reset for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Michael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, like, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so
welcome back, young black and wealthy family. Listen, we got a good one here today. Y'all go ahead and smash that like button so we can get this content out to more people and continue to grow our community. This is a hot button issue right here, which is trans men and women, or I'm so confused about how to say it, to be honest with you, but I'm going to say trans athletes playing and participating in women's sports. We already know that recently Donald Trump said that he is going to ban men from competing in sports with women, using his words. And he said that the United States will only recognize two genders. I want to say this before we go any further. I respect people's right to choose to live their life the way they want to. Obviously, you can be neutral. I land on one side of this issue. I'm a girl dad. I have two beautiful daughters. And so after we go a little bit further into the video, I'm going to add my commentary, my thoughts. And also, I want to know what you guys think about it, where you guys land on this particular topic. But I respect people's right to live their life the way they want to. I just don't want people's choices to be shoved down my throat and pushed off on me. But let's continue.
Let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. Just to be clear, you are not being targeted.
I am, but it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not.
But
he's not.
I'm not calling you transphobic. I'm saying you're using a phrase that you know.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard.
Listen to what he just said. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. That is a lie. That is so false because the majority of Americans identify men as males, boys. And that's just what it is. We can't be delusional about what's going on in America. That's one of the reasons why we have had the outcome that we have had in this particular election.
We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population,
that may be the
and we're
case,
using
but my point in terms of its effectiveness.
Hold on, just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again.
Facts.
Because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working.
In those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
Well,
First of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people,
which are biological males,
who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical Association.
This is not about the
Guys, just
This is about trying.
Okay, young black and wealthy family. First of all, I want to say, I don't know her name, the CNN, the host, but lately she has found herself in the middle of some very intense debates. And I'm like, man, just the fact that she's able to keep her cool, she's beautiful too, is I think that says a lot about her character and her level of professionalism. But I recently recorded a video talking about why I voted for Donald Trump as a black father with 2 female children. And I basically ran down a list of reasons why I voted for him. And one of those reasons was because I didn't want men, biological males, biological boys competing in sports with my daughters. We've seen a report recently that says women have lost 900 plus medals to men or to trans athletes. And obviously we know physically men are stronger. They tend to be faster. They tend to have a different type of muscular makeup that gives them the advantage as it relates to strength and power. And we've seen female athletes lose to them in UFC fights and in swimming and other forms of sport and play. And what's crazy is that we don't even hear women speaking out as much against it as we hear men speaking out against it. And as we hear women talk about women's rights, why is this not an issue for you guys? Why do you feel like this is not a right of yours to be able to compete on an even playing field with other women? I don't understand why this is not an issue for liberal women. Just as you talk about women's rights, women should have the right to privacy also. Why are they in some states able to share facilities? What I mean by facilities, I'm saying bathrooms and showers with men. That's unfair. Why is that not put under the column of women's rights? I don't understand that. That literally blows my mind. But I don't, as a man, as a father, don't want men competing in sports with my daughters. I don't think it's fair. And it's gotten to the point in this country where we have to be so politically correct. And the American people are rejecting that. These leftist ideologies and agendas and policies are so extreme. And the American people have just shown you in this election that they reject these ideologies. They're speaking up. They spoke out on November 5th and said, we're done. We're fed up. The whole damn country was pretty much red except for a few blue spots. They're fed up with these extreme policies from liberals, Democrats. And then, as we can see in this particular video, you can't even call a biological male a boy. You can't call them what they are, what God said that they are. And we know that God created two genders. You can get canceled. You will be hated, crucified by the left for saying what God says a human being is, what he defined them as. That's ridiculous. And like I said, people are rejecting it. He says there's no consensus. That's false. The majority of American people, I don't give a damn what this left corporate, this liberal corporate media tells you, the majority of American people believe in two genders. And it's not fair that a small group of people, as compared to the majority of the country, which are heterosexual men and women, we have to not be able to speak a certain way and say what really, in essence, is just the truth without offending. And see, me, I'm the type of person, if the truth offends you, I make no apologies for that. I'm not going to apologize to you for telling the truth. And see, these media stations like CNN, unfortunately, and I like the young lady, like I said, her professionalism, but they want to force you and condition you into speaking a certain way as not to offend the LGBTQA or whatever that is, LGBTQ plus IA community. And it's just not fair. You live your life the way you want to, that's fine. But don't force your way of life on me and then cause me to have to throw away my beliefs, my religion, what we believe God has said and defined and says is good for the human being, to placate you and your feelings. That's not fair. But I would love to know what you guys think about it. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section. If you would like to support our channel, the greatest way that you can support our channel is by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you're not a part of our family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the Young, Black, and Wealthy family and help us to build this community and support and disseminate truth. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all. Don't forget to get a family a hug from me. I will see you in the next video. Lord's will.